I'm Saad Kharji, Chairman of Qatar Tourism.
His Excellency, thank you so much for joining Breaking Travel News here at World Travel Market in London.
My pleasure.
I'd love, first of all, for you to tell us a little bit about your vision for tourism in Qatar.
Actually, our vision is to working on establishing Qatar as one of the fastest growing tourism destination in the region. We are aiming to host 6 million visitors by 2030. It's in our strategic vision, growing up this market, focusing on mainly about family-oriented tourism and promoting Qatar as a safe family destination, also for couples or honeymooners, let's say, because of the variety of resorts and hotels which opened in Doha for the last few years, and especially we opened around 50 hotels and resorts since the last year only. So it's growing very fast, high level of hospitality, high level of service can be provided for all type of visitors or travelers.
Tell me about some of the source markets that you're focusing on.
Actually, we identified 15 source markets with different six spaces of tourism. In Europe, we focusing in the UK mainly, and Germany, US, and some countries in Asia. Trying to promote Qatar by assigning representation, like representative office in those countries, creating more PR channels to promote Qatar as a destination in these markets.
And of course, that PR is both travel trade but also consumer.
Yes, of course, and we're trying through these PR agencies or PR companies, we're trying to give them the right information and the right perception about Qatar and how safe Qatar is and how much you can do in Qatar, from hotels, resorts, adventures, and also we just recently opened the water park, one of the most latest technology in this field, with the highest slide in the world, 85 meters. So I think it's very well deserved to visit and try, especially with the good weather now in Qatar. We are hosting many big events. In January, we're hosting the Asian Football Championship, which it's a big chance for people to relive the vibes of the World Cup, which everybody missed it. And after that, we're hosting also the Web Summit. It's one of the biggest technology gathering in the world, and the 20th version of Doha Jewelry Exhibition, which very unique exhibition. You can't find any other jewelry or watches exhibition with these numbers of brand names under one roof.
And Qatar has incredible connectivity to the rest of the world through your significant investment in your world-leading airline. But tell me a little bit more about your connectivity strategy.
Actually, we're trying to use our strategic position as state of Qatar in the middle of the world, with the award-winning airlines going to more than 150 destinations, and a hub of the best airport in the world for last couple of years, Hamad International Airport. And the service provided at the airport, the easy transit and full of services which any traveler needed, it's in that airport. And the airlines connectivity is very important to connect east to west, to Africa. Qatar Airways is going everywhere, and this is also pushing us to attract the stopover travelers as a perfect destination for them.
And you talked about being a family-friendly destination, but equally you've just hosted a wonderful Geneva Motor Show. As you said, you have the the Web Summit coming. Clearly, being an all-year-round destination and being a MICE capital of the world, particularly as you are hosting the MICE Awards in January, the World MICE Awards in January, that appears to be important to you.
Yes, it's very important, and in our vision to keep hosting such branded exhibition as Geneva Motor Show. It was very successful exhibition, and it's first time happened out of native home since it started, and to have it in Doha for first time, it was big achievement. We have big record of visitors, and it will keep coming to Doha every 2 years. This is encourage us also to host such events like worldwide famous event, exhibitions or conferences, such as Web Summit in next year.
It really, you paint a picture of a vision which is very integrated, almost like an ecosystem. Is that the way you think?
Yes, we are focusing on to make the ecosystem in Doha for everyone, especially in tourism. And we invested in this sector, also welcoming the international investor to Qatar to come and invest in tourism, and not any investment. We are looking for more innovative investment in tourism, because it's really very promising sector in Qatar, waiting for innovative investors, sustainable, because sustainability is very important for us. It was a key pillar in our strategy, because it's really beneficial for everyone in this field.
And you talked about investing, and obviously in tourism, it's so much about the hospitality for which Qatar is famous around the world for. How are you thinking about investing in your people?
Actually, if we develop the investment in travel sector or in tourism sector, it will increase our contribution to our GDP 12% in 2030, as it's 7% today, and it will double the spend in market 2 or 3 times. Also, creating jobs in this sector is very important for us. It will give jobs for many people, and will attract a talent in hospitality and travel industry in Qatar.
And obviously you have your 2030 vision as a nation, but let's fast forward and think about the future for a little while. We're sitting down here in 1 year's time. What will you hope to be reflecting on what you've achieved in the next 12 months?
Actually, we're trying to show the world that the country which hosts the World Cup can keep their growing ambitions and continue. It's not only for the World Cup, but we'll keep our ambitions on, and very ambitious for to move forward, and nurturing our economy and diversifying our income.
His Excellency, thank you so much for sharing your vision with us today.
Most welcome. Thank you, my friend.